thoughts on Seattle as a new Seattle transplant who just moved here not too long ago. Okay, let's get into it. So, one thing's for sure, two things for certain. You know, when I had to move to Seattle, I was very much like, Seattle, like, what's gonna happen there? Like, what do they even have there? etc, etc. So I didn't go into it with, like, you know, the most optimistic of feelings. But since I've been here, I do have my little pros and cons list, you know, my little experienciados, and I want to share them with you guys. Okay, let's get into it. First of all, this whole, oh my gosh, Seattle is cold and rainy and cold and rainy and it's the unaliving capital of the world because it's so cold and rainy. I think Seattle people are dragging it just a little bit. Like, if you're from New York, like, I feel like, yes, if you're from another place on the West Coast, particularly like California, Arizona, you know, like that type of stuff, etc, etc, yes, maybe Seattle will be like, oh, rocking your brain. But as a native New Yorker coming to Seattle, the darkness, again, I haven't experienced the whole darkness cycle, but it's dark around this time in New York too. The rain, it's not that serious. It doesn't like rain. It just like drizzles. And me, you know, I love me like a cool day. You know, I was born in October, so I love that fall feeling. So to me, it gives like fall and then the best summer of your life. Oh my goodness. Like, when I moved to Seattle, I moved in the summer. I was like, this place looks like a storybook. Everywhere you go, you could be driving down the highway. You'll see Mount Rainier. You'll look to your right. You'll see another body of water. You'll look to your left. You'll see hills, mountains, water, this, that. Oh my gosh, this place is beautiful. So to have like the city vibes and then the nature vibes, it just gives like teasy peasy to squeezy. I love it. In terms of the food is trashiana. I'm not even gonna hold ya. The food in Seattle is terrible. I have a series called All the Food in Seattle is Terrible because it is bad. Sorry, y'all could cry about it, say no, because you haven't done enough research. I shouldn't have to do this much research if the food in the city is good. You know what I'm talking about? So food, trashiana. Like, this is probably where you should come to when you're already married. Oh, that brings me to my third point. The dating scene in Seattle is trash, and I don't even date, but the men out here are so femininianas. Sorry, I know they're gonna want to get me for that one, but the men here are very feminine. They're very like, you choose me, you chase me, you pick me type of stuff. So, girl, if you're moving to Seattle, Yana, I hope and pray you're coming here with a boyfriend, like a long-term boyfriend, a fiance, a husband, something. Because the men here are somehow, like, and I even feel that energy, even as a married woman, like they do too much 50-50 vibes. So, on that. What else do I have to talk about? So I talked about the weather, the food, the dating scene, or lack thereof for single women. Yeah, all in all, I do think that Seattle people, they make it seem like Seattle is worse than it is. I'm so sorry I'm telling the business, but I'm an influencer, so I gotta talk about it. You guys know I'm a newscaster on the low. Low key, the people in Seattle make it seem like it's worse than it is so that you guys don't come in. But I'm here to stay, so I gotta tell the business. They are a little bit lying or a little bit exaggerating about how terrible it is. Oh, it's terrible, so that more people don't come in. I don't mind the, you know, the trickiana, but I just gotta say, I gotta tell the truth, you know, that's what it is. They're dragging it a little bit, you know? But yeah, that's their prerogative. But all in all, do I like Seattle? Yes, like, I'm really enjoying myself. It's so cutesy. There's so much things to do. There's so much nature around. The darkness, a couple of weeks ago, it's 4 o'clock, it had been black. And now, like, you can see the sun is still outish. So I just feel like it's like any other West Coast city in terms of like the darkness. The rain, like I said, not too much. Yes, a little drizzle. You know, I had to start perming my hair to keep my leave out fresh to death. You know, that is a change that I had to make on a physiological level that I did not account for. However, I don't mind. Yeah, it's like, you know, braids slash leave outs here for me. And yeah, so if you've been thinking about wanting to move to Seattle, I would say you should move. You would probably like it, okay? Okay, bye guys.